Hello everyone, it's Patricia. Welcome to my channel. Today is Tester Tuesday, which is a series of videos we do every Tuesday, and you guys get to help me pick 2 scents each week to warm, and then we kind of talk about them. So at the end of the video, stick around, we will be voting. So this week we had a close race. In first place, we have a scent that's coming back in January for Bring Back My Bar. With 26% of the vote, we had Dark Harbour, and I don't have a clamshell of that, I just have testers this week. It is a bluish green kind of wax. And in second place we had a tie, so even closer. We had a tie between Crazy Coconut and Apple Butter Frosting. So what I did was I went to Instagram again this week and I asked someone to break the tie, and again Tracy Dawn came to the rescue and voted for me, and she picked Apple Butter Frosting. So Apple Butter Frosting is a currently available scent. It's like a creamy yellow colored wax, and it's in the Corner Cafe section. And it had 25% of the vote. So I just want to apologize for my appearance because I need a haircut really bad. And hopefully my kids stay quiet long enough that I can get this video filmed. We're going to make it a quick one. Okay, so let's start with Dark Harbour. So Dark Harbour, I had 1 large tester and 3 mini testers. That's not a lot of wax. I smelled the scent. On cold, I would say it's about a medium intensity. So I said I'll try it in my bedroom, so I put it right here. And let me read you the scent description for Dark Harbour. It is a retired scent. It was in Scentsy Man, and its last catalog was spring and summer 2017, but like I said, it's returning in Bring Back My Bar just for 1 month. So Dark Harbour says, a romantic, exotic fragrance of lime and blue-green mint with notes of watery ocean lavender and mysterious amber. So fragrance appeal for me with this scent on cold is about 6 out of 10. I get lavender, but it's like an earthy lavender mixed with an oceany scent. The tiniest little hint of mint, tiny, and a tiny hint of lime. Now, I love, love, love lime scents, but I don't really like lavender. So for me, I'm getting a bit of a conflict there. So I put it in my warmers, and I have 2 different warmers in this room. I divvied them up. Fragrance appeal on warm was probably also a 6 out of 10. Strength and throw was about 6, 6.5 out of 10. I could definitely smell it. I could smell a lot of like an oceanic scent. Not too bad with like the salty sea air. I'm not big into salty sea air. But I think that lime, I wish it was bumped up a bit. I could smell the tiniest hint of mint, like I said, and like an earthiness, and I believe that was from the lavender. The great news is I didn't smell amber. I'm starting to realize some amber scents I don't like. There are dark and light amber scents, so it reminds me of rum, like dark rum and light rum. Anyway, you could probably like one and not the other. So I think the darker ones I'm not liking very much, aka Amber Hollow. But with this one here, if you are scared of amber, I would probably still give this scent a try if those scent notes kind of are, you know, something that you usually enjoy, because I don't find amber very dominant. Now, one thing I found a little strange, when I would go up to the warmer to kind of check on it. So keep in mind, strength and throw about 6 out of 10. So sometimes I would go up and kind of check and see how intense the scent was as I got closer to the warmer. Every time I did that, I picked up a smoky, leathery scent. I don't know why, but that's what I picked up. Couldn't really smell leathery smokiness in the room, but when I got up close to the warmer, I could smell it every time. So I think that was kind of a downer for me. I didn't really like that. So this is coming back and Bring Back My Bar, like I said, in January. And I know a lot of people like this scent, and a lot of you guys were interested in hearing about it. For me, it's probably going to be a pass. Like, I won't be stocking up or anything like that. I'll have my bar that I get with my kit, and so I'll definitely give it another chance. But I think what it is it's maybe a little bit too earthy for me, and I'm just not loving that. But definitely check it out if those kind of scent notes appeal to you. It is a slightly more masculine scent. Like I said, it was in the Scentsy Man category. So that is something to consider if you're not really into masculine scents. So I think I pretty much covered everything with Dark Harbour. Hopefully I didn't forget to say anything. Let's move on to apple butter frosting. So this is a scent that's available year-round. It's in the Corner Cafe section. On cold, the fragrance, and I have a lot of testers, by the way, for this one. On cold, strength on cold is probably light to medium. It's not very intense. And with the amount of wax, I decided to put it in 2 locations. But let me read you the scent description first, and then we'll get into what I thought. So it says, a heartwarming medley of cinnamon spiced apples and decadent vanilla buttercream. So 2 main notes, cinnamon spiced apples, which is kind of like 2 things in one, and decadent vanilla buttercream, which is kind of 2 things in one. Do I get those things when I smell it? I definitely do. I can definitely smell a tiny bit of cinnamon. I can smell that beautiful baked apple. And I can smell like the frosting, the creaminess, and the vanilla. It's just a really nice combination. Now, what apple butter is when you kind of cook apples down really, really slow over a really, really long time, and they get concentrated and sweet. So I'm not really sure why they call it apple butter, but anyway, yeah, it's kind of different than applesauce, and I don't think apple butter frosting in and of itself is like something that most people would make. So maybe when people see this in the catalog, they're a little bit confused by that, but it's a great scent. Fragrance appeal on cold for me is about 8 out of 10. Goes up to about 9 out of 10 when warmed. So what I did was I put some in my son's room. I put the equivalent of 3 cubes. He has 2 warmers in his big room and adjoining bathroom. Strength and throw there was about 7.5 out of 10, and I left it in 30 hours. Oh, by the way, I left Dark Harbour in 29 hours. I think I forgot to mention that. I knew I was forgetting something. But apple butter frosting down in my son's room, I left it in 30 hours. I had more wax, so I went to location number 2, and I put it in my big open area. Now, I've put apple butter frosting there before. Sometimes I mix it with things. But today, I would say strength and throw was maybe 6 out of 10 in my big area. I feel in the past it's done better, so I'm not really sure what's going on, but today it was a light scent, but very, very enjoyable. It's not a dominant scent. It's not one that's going to, like, you walk in the room and it's going to knock you on your feet. No, it's a nice background, creamy, sweet scent, very pleasing. I don't think anyone would be bothered by it. I think what happened also, I was here all day, and sometimes when you're in a location all day, you kind of get immune to the scent. So I left it in only 11 hours and then I took it out. But I definitely love apple butter frosting. Like I said, I give it about a 9 out of 10 and I recommend it to people. And also, it's a really great mixer. So a lot of times you mix vanilla bean buttercream and sugar cookie. But apple butter frosting is a great mixer. To me, it's a slightly more late summer, fall through winter scent. I wouldn't really probably warm it in the spring or heat of the summer. But I don't ever want them to take it out of the catalog. I love it, and it would definitely be going in my Scentsy club. So apple butter frosting is 2 thumbs up for me on scent appeal, and maybe 1 thumb up for strength and throw. But it does last a fairly long time in a smaller zone like it did in my son's room, which isn't as big of an area, and it has doors and things like that. So in an open area, maybe not the best location for apple butter frosting. Depends on how open your area is. But let's draw some scents. So in summary this week, Dark Harbour would be a pass for me, but apple butter frosting is a big thumbs up. I don't know if I said this already, but I would definitely put it in my Scentsy club if they discontinued that scent. So we're going to draw 6 scents. I'm going to draw 5 from the box and 1 from my Bring Back My Bar bag. I'd like you to vote for 2 different scents each on Tuesday. I will check back Wednesday. If you cannot vote in the comments section below, you can put your vote on Instagram. That Instagram post goes up a little later than when this video uploads, so just keep that in mind. So scent number 1 for this week, Blackberry Orange Marmalade. Scent number 2 is a mystery bag. And like I said, if I was on the ball, I would write the names on the outside of the bags, but then I can't use the bags for anything else. So, Sweet Cucumber. Scent number 3. I'm just going to grab a couple here. Scent number 3 is Atlantic Air. Scent number 4, Pineapple Pucker. Scent number 5. Gleeful Grape. And in the Bring Back My Bar category for this week, we will pick Wild Watermelon. So let me just go through your voting options again this week. Scent number 1, Blackberry Orange Marmalade. Then we have Sweet Cucumber, Atlantic Air, Pineapple Pucker, Gleeful Grape, and Wild Watermelon. So thanks for spending the last 11 minutes with me. As always, I'd like to wish you a great day in your neck of the woods. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.